which is totally digital. But today, the common practice is a word which is mixed, analog and digital.
How can we classify these new ideas?
My ideas?
No,
these ideas, it works on both sides. As I said, there are single electron transistor based analog circuits, amplifiers, and single electron transistor based digital circuits, digital logic gates. Both of them are available. And every scientist now, when he invents a new device, he keeps this in mind. He has to invent something which is compatible with both, which can work with both, not only on one side. كان في سؤالين.
Some professors say that there will be a day that technology will use light instead of electrons, because light is much faster and lighter.
Maybe.
What's your
this is I wouldn't say there will be a day so strict like this, because everything in our life had advantage and disadvantage. There are always advantages for using light as a carrier for the information, and there is always advantage for using electrons as a carrier for the information. So it is hard to say that anything will disappear. By the way, do you think that the vacuum tubes are not existing today?
Yeah.
No, this is totally wrong. This is totally wrong. Even the vacuum tubes, which was invented more than 100 years ago, are still available today. And even in some areas, I will tell you, don't worry. And even in some areas, they are coming back. Where they are available today, not necessarily, but in clystons, in traveling wave tubes, which is widely used in satellites, in magnetrons, in tetrodes, which are very high power amplifiers used in transmitter stations, in cathode ray tubes. Most, I would say 80% of the TVs still used by us are based on the old technology, which uses cathode ray tubes. The cathode ray tube is a vacuum tube. So the vacuum tubes are still there, and I will tell you more. They are coming back, because it was discovered after this long years of experimenting with the transistors that the best sound you can hear is a sound produced by a vacuum tube. Really? Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. You go to the internet, go to Google, and ask for glass sound. They call it glass sound. Or glass audio. Or glass audio. That is to say, the sound which is produced by the vacuum tubes, because they are glass. And you will discover that many people in the area of sound and sound effects and so on, and sound reproduction, they prefer vacuum tubes over the transistors and the bipolar junction transistors. Because of the noise, yes, because of the noise. Because the vacuum tube, although it needs heating in order to work, but it is still less noisy than the transistors, so whether it is bipolar or MOSFET. I am just mentioning this to tell you that there is nothing which will die totally. Because even the vacuum tubes, although it is not very widely used, and I am sure maybe 99% of you were not aware about it before they are coming here, it is still alive and it's still around us, but in very limited applications. I must add it.
At the end, we would